our session. So let's start by discussing about the seven chakras, how they are related to us, and what all things they are governing in our lives. So if you look on to the baseline chakra, the basal chakra, that is the Mooladhara chakra, it is located on the base of your spine around the anal region, and this is the main factor for the stability in life. If the Mooladhara is unstable, you are also unstable. It is the earth element on base of which everything stands. So whatever you want to achieve, or how is your quality of life currently, it depends on the stability of Mooladhara chakra, that are you stable or not. First, if you are not stable, you cannot achieve anything, neither in the spiritual world and nor in the material world. You need stability first, and that's what the Mooladhara represents. Then we have the Swadhisthana chakra. So when you are stable, calm, you don't have any stress, no tension, then you have some idea, some intention to work for something, something you want to do, or any kind of desire arise in you to do fun or to taste something, or to eat something. For example, when we are stressful, we usually do not take care of our food habits too. Like we sometimes skip our meals. We do not remember that, oh, this is the time I have to drink water. I have to take my meal. But when we are calm, when we are stable, then we have this desire to enjoy the world with the five senses, and that's what is the energy of Swadhisthana. So, Swadhisthana gives you the ability to move higher and to enjoy something. Without the good activity of Swadhisthana, you cannot enjoy the world with the five senses. So, when we are enjoying the world with our five senses, that is because of Swadhisthana chakra. Water element is present. Then we have the Manipur chakra where the fire lies, and this is responsible for consuming the food we eat. Also, it is the fire element in us that makes us dynamic, that makes our image in the world, and what other people thinks about you. How is your social perception? How others are perceiving you? You are concerned about all these things because of the activity of Manipur chakra. If Manipur chakra is good, then you it doesn't matter to you that what others thinks about you. But if Manipur chakra is disturbed, then you are constantly thinking about this only, that what other people are thinking about. Then we have the Anahat chakra. The name itself suggests that the one which is beyond all limits, Anhad. So that takes you beyond the limits. So whatever limit you think, this is my limitation. Now to cross that limit, you can cross with the help of Anahat Chakra, and it lies in the heart region. The love is the quality of Anahat Chakra, and love can take you beyond all the limits. That's why it is said that for all devotees there is no limitation. For bhakti there is no limitation. But as far as the other things are concerned, the rules are there. But there is no rule in bhakti because directly it is taking you beyond all the limits. Then we have the Vishuddhi chakra in the throat region, which is cleansing everything. It is Akash Tattva, which is actually holding everything. It is the Sakshi, it is the witness of all the elements. And then the knowledge which arises in this Akasha is represented by the Agya chakra. So these six major chakras are really related to us, and they govern everything in our life. Whether you talk about Jyotish, whether you talk about directions, whether you talk about your karmas, whether you talk about uh, the things you are doing, the things which you are getting, which you are perceiving, everything is linked with these seven chakras. And that to seven chakra is mostly the union with the Brahman, but beyond that, below that, all these six chakras are actually your journey. The karmas which you have carried, all these things are present in these six chakras. So when the Mooladhara chakra is good, when it is in its best position, so you experience enthusiasm and patience. Okay, आपको बहुत ऐसे खुशी होती है और आप बहुत शांत रहते हैं. पेशेंस आप में धैर्य बहुत अच्छा होता है. दूसरा, आप बहुत ही ज्यादा उत्साहित रहते हैं. वहीं खराब हो तो आप या तो बिल्कुल इनएक्टिव हो जाएंगे, जिसको डलनेस कहते हैं, या फिर रेस्टलेस हो जाएंगे, बहुत ज्यादा फेवरिश हो जाएंगे. So when the Muladhara chakra is good, you are either enthusiastic and also the patience is good. Your patience level is like the earth, only beyond all limits, or you are dull or restless if it is disturbed. The Swadhisthana, if it is good, it blesses you with the creativity or it takes you to the passion and lust. If the Manipur chakra is balanced, you experience the joy and contentment in life. If it is imbalanced, either you are greedy to get something so that you can experience the sukha, or you are jealous from the others' sukha. Either you want that car, or if someone is having that car which you don't have, that lack makes you feel jealous. So either you are content or you are having the lack. Then the Anahat Chakra has, and we have discussed about the love or devotion. Other two negative emotions which are just opposite of love is hatred and fear. They both are like the two sides of same coin. When uh, the Anahat Chakra is actually shrinking, then you experience hatred. But when it is vibrating, then you experience the fear. When it is not expanding, it is just vibrating, that time fear is there. When it is shrinking down, then the hatred is experienced. Then we have at the Vishuddhi Chakra, we feel grateful. You know, when we are grateful, usually we do not get words to speak. We are just speechless in that time. When you are grateful, you say that I don't have words to express it. Okay. And when we have guilt and complaints, then also we are filled here in the throat region. So either you can have guilt or complaints, or you can have the gratefulness that will be because of the balance of Vishuddhi Chakra. At the Agya Chakra, either you are aware, you are having the awareness, or you are having anger or doubts. Either you doubt yourself, others, or on the higher power, or you are angry about the other things. So these are the positive and negative sides of the chakra being balanced or imbalanced. So most of us are from the art of living and they have done the advanced course. So this is the basic knowledge I think which we all have. But now let's go one step ahead. And all these things which we have discussed, they have an astrological link with our life. Let's explore what is that. Okay. So as you can see, these are the seven chakras, six chakras basically, which are having all the karmas. The basal chakra to the Agya chakra, and these are the three nadis in which the prana is running: Ida, Pingda, and Sushumna nadi. Sushumna nadi is the central middle nadi, Jnana nadi or Saraswati nadi, and the other one are Ganga and Yamuna, Ida and Pingla, and they are crossing each other at each chakra, and this crossover point is known as the Triveni, or the main region where the chakra is present, where the energy is present. So the Sushumna Nadi is having the chakras energy, but Ida and Pingla, they are responsible for the chakra being in balance or imbalance. So at the Agya chakra, if you see, the presentation is on one slide. Are you able to appreciate this slide, what I am talking about, or you are not seeing it? Can anyone write in chat box? not seeing? One second. Can everyone see this grahas and spiritual chakra slide or not? Now you can see.
Yes, yes, it is seen. अभी
Okay.
दिख रहा है निश्चय.
Okay. Yes. So we have the Madhya Nadi, Ida and Pingla Nadi and the six chakras, which represents the karmic connection or the karmic bag which we are carrying. So if you see the main chakra, Agya chakra, which is having Brihaspati's activity in the center at the Sushumna Nadi, and on the Ida and Pingla Nadi, we are having Surya and Chandra respectively. That's why the Pingla Nadi is called the Surya Nadi and the Ida Nadi is called the Chandra Nadi, because the moon and sun are having its activity on the two nadis respectively, and in between we are having the Brihaspati's energy. So when Guru is in balance, uh, that means the Surya and Chandra are in balance. Then below, and from the Agya Chakra, if we come to the Vishuddhi Chakra, we are having Mercury's activity purely. On the left side also it is Mercury, right side also it is Mercury. So purely Mercurian activity or the Mercury's presence is there in the Vishuddhi Chakra. Then the Anahat Chakra or Anahad Chakra, we are having three planets active, the Venus at the Ida and Pingla Nadi, and in between at the main Anahat Chakra, we are having two planets which are active, that is Chandra and Shani. So Saturn's activity is there and Moon's activity is there. Both of these planets are active in the Anahat Chakra. Then we are having the Manipur Chakra, in which in the center we are having solar energy. That's why it is called solar, like the Surya's energy is there. Now in Ida and Pingla we are having Martian energy. Mars is present. And then in the Swadhisthana Chakra, you are having Shukra's energy in the center and Brihaspati's energy on the periphery, Ida and Pingla. And at last, in the Muladhara Chakra, you are having Martian energy, Mangal, which is active, and Saturn on the Ida and Pingla. So, why we are seeing it? Because all our life, whatever problems we face from time to time, it is linked with the planets only. And the planet, if it is good in your chart or not, it only means that that particular chakra is in balance or not. Okay. If sun is well placed, that means Manipur chakra is in center, balanced energy. Sun is in Mool Trikona or sun is exalted, that means the Manipur chakra is totally in balance. So what is its manifestation? That you will not be bothered by the opinion of other people. Okay. Whatever other things about you, you won't be bothered about it. So you can rise above all these things and go to some higher goal. Okay, that's why all the politicians we say that, or those who are going to handle the bureaucracy or going to handle the big posts or managing things, we say that the sun should be exalted or sun should be supporting it, because sun takes you beyond the identification. Okay, whatever public perception is there, opinion is there, how much you can digest the criticism, that is seen with the power of sun. If sun is well placed, you just carry on with the things. That's why you have this power to rule, you have this power to govern. Okay. Yeah. Now, if we look at the other chakras, similarly, if the Swadhisthana chakra, uh, you see the Venus is there in the center. So either you will be there in the pleasure of five senses or you can rise above. We'll talk about all these things. But at present, just know about these planets which are present on their respective places and they play a role in our life. And all this knowledge is linked with Shat-Sampatti. That's why we are discussing it first. So now this thing we know that if Muladhara Chakra is in imbalance, so it will either manifest as dullness or it will make you restless. Either you are anxious or depressed. Okay, do not do any activity or you are too much active that you cannot rest. So when the Muladhara chakra is in balance, you experience the patience and enthusiasm both. Similarly, if the Swadhisthana chakra is in imbalance, you experience two things. Either you experience lust, rati, too much drive or obsession towards a particular enjoyment. Either you want to enjoy the food. Some people are like having binge eating disorder. They keep on eating, 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 and then they vomit it out. That's because of the rati, too much drive. Or you have gati, passion. Uh, like you want to create something. All creators have this kind of energy, passionate. They are always passionate about something to write, something to do. So either we are having the gati or we are having the rati. But if the Venus is in balance or the Svadhisthana chakra is in balance, that's where we can experience dispassion. A little bit dispassion is needed to be free and to rise above. That's why Urdhva Gati, that means rising higher, is because of Swadhisthana's balance. That's why its name is Swadhisthana, Swa Adhisthana, that which makes you to yourself, okay, that fixes you to yourself. In Sanskrit, Adhishthan means to take you to a place. Swadhishthan, to take you to self. And that can happen because of dispassion. So when it is not in balance, we experience the passion or lust. But when it is in balance, we experience urdhvagati, dispassion. That now we do not care about what all wishes we have, what all things we want to enjoy from the five senses. If we want to do something big, that's where the sun's domain comes. Now you want to do something big or manage something big, that's where you need the Manipur chakra to be in balance. So, how you can know if you are content and you are experiencing joy, that means the Manipura is in balance. If you are not having this, either you want to take something, grab something, and then you think your value will be increased. That means you are having greed, or you want to experience that which other person is having, and then you think your value will be more. That means you are having jealousy. So in Swadhisthana chakra, the desire arises, but here you just want to enjoy it. Nothing else is there. But in Manipur chakra also, you are having a desire, but at this time you are comparing that whatever I achieve should be more than others. Okay. So either because in Swadhisthana chakra, the desire which arises, you do not link it with your identity. You just have a desire to uh, have a good or a big car. You are having a big car, but if other one is also having the same car, you are not bothered by that. Or other one is having a bigger car than your car, it doesn't matter to you. But in Manipur, if the same feeling is arising to have a car, that is a comparative thing. Now you want to have a car, but the best car which others do not have. Okay. The jealousy and greed are present. Similarly, in Anahat Chakra, either you have love and compassion for others, or you are fearful, frightened, or you are having a hatred, feeling of hatred. So when it is in balance, both these things are present. Chandra gives love and Saturn gives compassion. And in the Vishuddhi Chakra, we are having complaints and guilt, or we are having gratefulness. Similarly, in the Agya Chakra, if it is in balance, that means Guru is in balance. You are uh, having awareness and knowledge. If not, then either you do not know, that means doubt arises, or the anger arises. So if you club everything, then you can see that till the Manipur chakra, it is all related with desires. Everything is desire. In the Muladhara chakra, you are having desire of security. You want to be secure. That's why if it is not there, you are restless totally, that you are not having your base. So all the things which concern you regarding your security and sustenance, how will I do it in future, how things will go on, and how will I achieve this, the tension which you have, stress which you collect, that all is related to Muladhara chakra. So all the desires for security, safety comes from the basal chakra, Muladhara chakra. Then from the Swadhisthana chakra, you are having desires to enjoy something from your five senses. Okay. And above it, from the Manipur chakra, you are having desire to boost your ego, to pump your ego. Okay. Or you want to achieve something, or you want your name, your fame to be there. So, but the main clubbing factor in all these things is desire, and that's why we'll see how they are linked further. Anahat chakra, if you see, you are having love, compassion, fear, and hatred, and here you are judging the things. The judgments affect the Anahat chakra. Desires affect the lower three chakra. Judgments are affecting the Anahat chakra. That's why when you think that this person is bad for you, okay, when you judge a person bad, you are having hatred. When you judge a person to be dangerous, you are having fear. When you judge to be like same intensity, or you have compassion, you judge him to be a weak person. That's where love and compassion comes. Okay, uh, not weak person, like you have this desire to help. Okay, or you judge that this person needs your help. That's where the compassion comes. So when we are judging, the Anat chakra is getting disturbed. Okay, when the memories are there, complaint is also a memory, guilt is also a memory. So you cannot do anything because it is like a memory, it is not a wrong understanding or anything. Okay, complaints and guilt both are present as a past memory in our lives. And doubt, anger, all these things are are the domain of knowledge. That means you know or you do not know. So if you see these four groups, it is actually the four vrittis of mind. So the desires which you are witnessing is actually the viparyaya. Viparyaya. Can you see the slide? I hope now my slides are moving. Okay. So Viparya is there from the lower three chakras. So if your mind is constantly into desire, either desire for security, desire to enjoy five senses, or desire for something higher, that means for money, for the paisa padviban and aulad. For the money, you are having a desire, okay, or for the position, you are having a desire, okay, or for the name and fame, you are having a desire. All these things are desires from the Manipur chakra. Okay, so these desires arises from the lower three chakras, and that's why if the mind is having desire, it is coming into viparya. Because desire means something you will get and enjoy, but you cannot enjoy without that in the present moment. You think that that will give you the enjoyment. That is the wrong understanding. That's why it is called viparya. When we are hating someone or loving someone, when we are in fear from someone, that time we are constantly judging, and the vikalpa is the modulation of the mind. When the past grudges comes, complaints, or the guilt comes, either for others you are complaining or for yourself you are complaining, the smriti is the part which is active. And the pramana, if it is there, that means you are doubting things. You do not know and you need pramana. So all these four modulations of mind are linked with these chakras and the imbalance. And the abhyas which we do, takes us back from these modulations and all the chakras come to same. That's why it is linked with it. So finally, let's come to the topic of Shat-Sampatti. And now, by knowing all these things, let's see what are the Shat-Sampattis and how they are linked with our life. So, at first, you have the desire to be stable. Without stability, you cannot do anything, and that is about the first Shat-Sampatti, that is Sham. So when Sham is there, then you can think of something else. The Rudram also, when the invocation of Rudras is done, before the Rudram starts, we do Swasti Vachan. We do Sham Chame, Mayash Chame. Starts with Sham. First, you need stability in life. Then only you can do something. Without stability, you cannot do anything. So first, Shat Sampatti Sham is related to Muladhar Chakra. So if the Muladhar chakra is in balance, if Mars is in balance, then only you experience Sham. If your Mars is having affliction in your chart, it will constantly give you anxiety and you will not be able to experience Sham in your life. If the Venus is in balance, Swadhisthana chakra is in balance, then you have this Sampatti called Dam. So the Swadhisthana chakra, if it is in imbalance, if it is in imbalance, it takes you away from yourself to the five enjoyment from the five senses. From the Dam Sampatti, you take yourself back, Swadhishthan, to get yourself into the self away from the five senses. So when the more dam you have, the more you collect yourself back and you have this ability to move to the self and not indulge into the five senses. Third, Sampatti Titiksha. So as we have discussed that how much criticism you can take, that means how much you have grown. The great politicians, we all know their names, we all talk about them, we all, some people criticize them, some people praise them, but at that level they are not at all concerned about their opinion. They just focus on what they want to do. Okay, that uh, just imagine that you are into a party, everyone is looking at you and they are talking about you. And you are constantly hearing that, oh, this person is liking you, that person is speaking bad about you, this is the one who is ruining your name, this is the one who is praising you. Constantly, if this is the input you are getting, how much disturbed you will be. Even if we think that, oh my god, that person is having a misunderstanding about us, the opinion he has made about us is wrong, that one person's opinion also concerned us. But the politicians are not at all concerned about the opinion of masses, of a large group. What they think, it also doesn't concerns them, although yes, concerns them, but yes, since they have the Surya balance, they can have this power to get above all these things and work. This is titiksha. Titiksha means the ability to stay, to be firm in what you are doing, not being deviating from the path because of the opinions. That's why Gurudev says, do not be the football of others' opinion. That balances your Manipur chakra and you are having the titiksha. Then you have interest in life. Anahat chakra gives you the interest, Uparati. Uparati means higher interest. Rati, it is lust. It is like the mind is flowing constantly towards enjoyment of five senses. And when mind is not flowing towards the enjoyment of five senses, it enjoys the self. The enjoyment which the mind receives when it experiences self is called Uparati. Okay. So either in life we have Rati, if not Rati, then we have Uparati. And then Shraddha, faith. Faith comes from the Vishuddhi Chakra. Okay. The more grateful you are, the more faith you develop. Okay, faith in yourself, faith on the goodness of people, and faith on the divine. Three types of faith Gurudev talks about them. If they are all present in you, that means Shraddha is balanced. This is the fifth Sampatti. At last, the Samadhan. That means ability to give solutions about everything. And all these six Sampattis are linked with the six chakras. Just give me a minute. So, the whole purpose of discussion about the chakras, grahas, was to make you that to make that interconnection between all these three. That these are the six sampattis which we want to have. And we have all come to this earth to collect these six wealth. These are the six wealths which actually has appeared on this earth to collect. Otherwise, the other wealth you have more than that which you can see in front of you. The wealth which you are seeing right now is much more in the other lokas, but you come to the Bhuloka to collect the six wealth, these six wealths, Shat-Sampatti. And how you can collect these six wealth, we will discuss about it. So I hope you have understood about these six wealth. Sham means stability. Sham means to be in calmness. The stability which is there, you are not restless, you are not having a fear about future, you are not having the fear of security, you are not insecure. Okay. And you are in absolute stability, you are enthusiastic, you are having good patience. That means Sham you are. When you can just say over your senses, okay, if something good you like, you want to eat, but even if it is not there, doesn't concern you. Okay, if you have a like thought to eat ice cream, but if like it is not much stronger drive that by any hook and crook you will find a place to have ice cream. If you are, you won't waste time behind your desire. That means you are having good dum. Without dum, you will waste your time in fulfillment of five senses. Okay. It doesn't mean that you should not enjoy the food or you should not enjoy the other things, but you will do it in a proper limit. You won't waste your energy and time behind the five sensual pleasures. Okay, then you are having good dum. Okay, then above that titiksha. Okay, so how much you can bear the things and how much you can move for a greater cause without being affected from the outer things, that is titiksha. Okay, some setback, some failure you got, and you are just totally depressed that oh my god, what has happened with me, how this can come to my life. That means you have not collected titiksha yet. If you are having good titiksha, then the failure is a stepping stone for you. You will find some other way and you won't be concerned by that. Okay, because the moment one fail, he just think what others will think about me. How am I lower than others? How others are good than me? All these things affect your titiksha. Wherever your self identity and ego is challenged, titiksha is missing. When titiksha is there, you are totally free from all these things. Okay. Then you have Uparati, means interest in life and interest in higher knowledge, higher beings, higher things. Okay, not just the five senses, beyond that, spirituality, all these things are covered in Uparati. And whatever you are doing right now, if you are doing it with uh, like total interest, if you are listening to me, whatever you are doing, you are just interested in it. That means you are having Uparati. If you are not interested to the thing which is there in the present moment in front of you, Uparati is missing. And that's what uh, we find the reason for all depression, because people just have Rati but doesn't have Uparati. Interest is missing in it. That interest comes. Then Shraddha and Samadhan. Shraddha means faith and Samadhan means ability to get the solution of the knowledge. And the more Shraddha you have, the Samadhan you will automatically get, because it is declared by the Shastras, Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. If you have Shraddha, knowledge will come to you, Samadhan will come to you. If you believe in something, the knowledge about that which you are believing will automatically start coming to you. So, if you are having Sham in your life, that means Mars is in balance, Muladhara Chakra is in balance. And a hack to achieve Sham, because to balance the Mars, you have to balance the Saturn first. If Saturn is in imbalance, it will imbalance the Mars too. If Shani is in balance, that will balance the Mangal. They both are interconnected to each other. So if you balance Saturn, you will balance the Mars and you will achieve the Sham in your life. And to balance the Mars, you have to balance Saturn through focus. Saturn is your ability to focus in your life. When you are restless and when you are dull, you lose focus of life. You are not focused on doing something. You are not at all focusing on some good thing. Okay. When your focus is on the wrong thing, that's where the Saturn is imbalanced. And that's why you experience the instability in life. And that is where you miss Sham. And to get it back, get your focus to the right thing. Okay. Then another quality, Dam. Dam is achieved through the balance of Swadhisthana Chakra, that will be achieved by balancing Venus. And to balance the Venus, we have to balance the Brihaspati. That means if you are having some higher knowledge, or if you are having a broad vision, you get stuck into five senses because you think this is the only source of enjoyment. Without that, you cannot achieve enjoyment, okay, or you cannot enjoy the things. That is a limited vision. If I see this serial, this TV makes me enjoy, or this serial makes me enjoy this particular thing which I am doing right now, it is the source of my enjoyment. When you realize, a hack to achieve them is have a broad vision that there is a higher enjoyment beyond the five senses. Okay, just follow that. Having a broad, vast vision that it is not the only thing which is there in front of you. Okay, it is just a part. There are much more things, much bigger things. Let's focus on that. When your focus becomes broad and your vision becomes vast, that's where you achieve Dam in the life. Okay. Then you are having Titiksha. Titiksha, you can see it is by the balance of Surya Devata. If Sun is in balance, then only you have Titiksha. And to balance Sun, you have to balance through Mars. So anyway, you need Sham to have Titiksha. Without Sham, you cannot have Titiksha, because if the Mars is in imbalance, you won't be having the balance of Sun. So if you are having Sham, automatically Titiksha will start coming. If you are stable, you are patient, you are having patience, then you can definitely deal with the public opinions. You can deal with all the criticisms well. If you are totally restless, if you are too much concerned about your security or insecure, then the Titiksha will also start vanishing from your life. Okay. So by balancing one thing, you balance other. So now the hack to balance or to get the titiksha is having two things. First, you should always keep hope alive. You should have a hope that I will get everything. Nothing will be left. I'll definitely achieve everything, whatever I want. Okay. So, hope should be there from the future, and you should be having a big identity that whatever the opinions are there, I am not just that, I am beyond that. Whatever I think about myself, I am beyond even my own perception. Then, how can I limit myself to the other's perception? Okay. Just know that you are beyond the perceptions, you are beyond the identities, you are beyond everything. You are having the biggest identity which no one can see. Okay. And have the hope for the future. And that's where you have the ability to bear the thing. How will you bear something if you do not have hope from the future? If you are having hopelessness from the future that nothing will change, nothing will happen, then how will you go through that situation? You will just run away. You will be having a hope that things will start becoming better. Then only you can have the strength to bear the situation. So titiksha can be achieved by keeping two things. First is hope, and second thing is a bigger identity. You know, Mars is having two rashis, the Aries and Scorpio. Aries is the first house, that means your identity, ego. And Scorpio is the eighth house, that means uncertainties. So titiksha is disturbed by both of the things. Ego, that identity which you achieve by your own perception, your experiences, people's opinion for you, or from the situation so far, whatever image you have seen about yourself is disturbing you and disturbing your sun or the solar energy, or the uncertainties about the future also disturbs this. So both of the things you can achieve by keeping hope to balance the eighth house and a bigger identity that I am not just this to balance the first house. Okay. And when you balance both of them, the sun comes into balance and you get the ability to go through that situation and you move easily through this. So after Titiksha, you are having the fourth Sampatti, that means Uparati. And Uparati is achieved by the balance of two planets, not one, the Saturn and Moon. And you achieve Uparati only when both of them are in balance. Your Anahat Chakra will be in balance. And how do you achieve it? Via Venus. If you have Dam, then you will be having Uparati. If you are having Sham, then you will be having Titiksha. Both of these you can achieve by having these two. So when you are having a broad vision, then you are interested to know something higher. Okay, whatever is there in front of you. uh, for example, just imagine you are a student or you are studying something and some good TV serial is there in front of you. Now if the TV serial is interesting, definitely you won't be seeing the work which is there in front of you. You will just be looking on the TV serial. That means dam gun is missing. If you have dam gun, that means you can say over your senses, I don't want to see this TV, let me focus on the work. Suddenly you get your interest in the work which you are doing. That means you are having the uparati. So the amount of dam you have, that will decide the uparati or interest you collect. And how to achieve uparati, the only hack is to get interest into the thing which is there in the present moment. People have a wrong understanding that you will have to inculcate interest in something to have uparati. If you have interest in something, but after some time you will find that you have to change your interest. Your interest cannot remain constant throughout the life. You know why? That's why you are having moon and Saturn together in the Anat Chakra. Moon is the fastest moving planet. It covers entire zodiac within a month. It changes Rashi within 2.5 days. And Saturn is the slowest moving planet. It takes almost 30 years to complete the entire zodiac. And it takes 2.5 years to move from a Rashi. Saturn is the slowest moving planet and Moon is the fastest moving planet. And they both are together in the Anat Chakra. So just imagine that to balance this, what do you need? If you are having an interest uh, to some higher thing, you are holding on to an interest. That means you are going more to the Saturn side. Fixity is there. But the Chandra will just try to change this interest. If you are having constantly changing interest, the Saturn will be in imbalance. So what is the catch here? Be interested in the thing which is there in present moment. Whatever is there, just drive all your interest, all your senses towards that. Just forget about other things. Just be focused on there, what is in front of you. Okay. And that's where you collect the Uparati. So the fastest and the slowest movement tells us that you have to be interested in something, but it should be in the present moment. Okay, and when the situation changes, the interest will also change. It will not remain constant. Okay. Interest, as in someone has asked, interest means, for example, we are listening to this talk. There is some drive, there is something in us which is letting us listen this talk. Okay. Some if it would be a research presentation or something, a boring lecture is there, you won't be able to collect your interest there, right? But there is something which gives you interest, focus on that area. And the moment you are having Uparati, you get focus because Saturn comes in balance. And when the Saturn is balanced, automatically you achieve Sham. And that's why to all the people who are having anxiety or restlessness, what psychologists advise, just focus on something. You just get inculcate some interest, go and play some music, listen to some music, or go and have walk, like have good exercise. Everything is prescribed to get Uparati. Okay. So to get interest in music, because while listening to the music, he'll suddenly forget about the thing which is concerning and he'll attain his focus in the present moment. That's where from Uparati Sham comes. Okay. So these four sampattis are interlinked with each other. With the Uparati, you get Sham. From the Sham, you get Titiksha. And from Titiksha, you achieve the Samadhan that we'll see later. So, actually, the five Sampattis are interlinked with each other, not just one. Other two are Shraddha and Samadhan. Shraddha is linked with the Vishuddhi Chakra, and Mercury is linked with the Shraddha. Now, Mercury is a dual nature. Okay, it analyzes everything. It is our buddhi. Okay, it is the power of our analysis. Buddhi cannot have Shraddha easily. Okay, and that's why you can see the Mercury is only having its activity in the Vishuddhi Chakra and no other place there is Mercury's activity. Buddhi remains stagnant to one place. It is very hard to change the Buddhi. Okay. Latika, you have asked if we keep changing interest, as in if we keep switching work, Anat Chakra get. Yes, changing into, for example, today you want to uh, you have this vision that I'll be a musician. You went there, you booked for the music classes. Tomorrow you are just moving out and you saw dance class there and suddenly you are having interest there in the dance class. I'm not talking about that. This switchover of interest is Chandra's activity that will again balance the Anat Chakra, because you cannot stay focused to the one place. Okay. So, but for example, you have started with the music, you have given 2 3 years, and you are not getting result, now it is the time to switch. But still you cannot switch and you are just remaining stuck there itself. That is also the wrong thing, that when you need to change, you are not able to change, and when you need to be fixed, you are not able to be firm and fixed there. Okay. And uparati is a guna which gives you both. So when you want to change that, at that time you will be having the ability to change and switch the interest as well. Okay, if you are having gulab jamun and you are having after that the that karela chutney, you will be having interest in both of them if uparati is there. Okay. So Shraddha, faith, we are talking about it. Faith, that's why is called like the biggest blessing, because you can see if you are having interest with the interest, if you drive your interest or focus to some place, you are focusing and you are getting sham. Okay. If you are having sham, you are having titiksha. If you are having the, knowledge, from the knowledge you get dam sampatti and you are having the uparati again. From the uparati, you are having sham again. From sham, you are having titiksha. All these are interlinked. Okay. All these are interlinked. If you are having titiksha with the sun's balance, you achieve the balance in the Brihaspati, in the Agya Chakra, and you can achieve the samadhan solution. If you are having patience, titiksha means ability to be in that situation, ability to move in that situation. If you are having that strong quality, then you will be having solutions also. What to do in this case, what to do in that case, that is samadhan. All these five qualities are interlinked with each other, but only one quality which you cannot get without with any effort is Shraddha. And that's why Gurudev also says faith is a blessing. You can achieve everything, but you cannot achieve faith by anything. Faith is there if it is there. If faith is not there, it is not there. You cannot do anything about it. So that's why to achieve Shraddha, only one thing can be done, that is prayer and nothing else. You have to pray to get Shraddha. From Shraddha only you will pray, but whatever Shraddha you have, just have daily prayers and then the Shraddha will become strong. Okay. From silence also the Shraddha becomes strong. That's why going to an advanced course is important, because the more silence you experience, the more inner being you experience, that's where the prayers become strong and you get the Shraddha. So it is very interesting that Vishuddhi Chakra is having the Mercury's activity. It is constant analysis, buddhi is there. And when the buddhi is in wrong place, that's where you cannot trust on anything. Okay. And when buddhi is in the right balance, it is not inclined to anything, it is not biased to anything. That's where Shraddha starts dawning. When you are not biased, then only Shraddha can come. Usually we think that people who are biased, they are who are having faith, they are biased. But actually, when you are having true faith, you are not biased. If your faith doesn't deviate, this can only happen when you are totally unbiased. The more bias you have, the more Shraddha you lose. Okay. So Shraddha is linked with the Buddhi. And when the Buddhi becomes right, that's where you get Shraddha. That's why when we do Sandhya and then we do Gayatri Japa, Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya, make my Buddhi to the right place. Then only I will be achieving Shraddha. From Shraddha, I'll achieve Samadhan. Shraddhavan labhate jnanam. That's why from uh, like childhood itself, in our Gurukuls, the children were given the Gayatri Mantra and they were initiated in it in the early stage itself. From the constant japa of Gayatri Mantra, they get Shraddha, and from the Shraddha, they get knowledge. Shraddha means faith in that subject, whatever you are doing. If you do not have faith in the thing which you are doing, how can you do anything? That's why, businessmen, how they can sell their products. We usually think that, oh, businessman is not having faith in his product. If he do not have a faith, how can he convince you? Can you convince someone on something from which you are not yourself convinced? If you are convinced with anything, that's where you can convince others about that. So this is the Mercury's activity, that when it is in balance, then you achieve Shraddha in the life. And the more Shraddha you have for one thing, you get Samadhan also. And for Samadhan, just silence, nothing else. No need to do anything. If you do anything, you lose. You have to just merge with the infinity or to the moment, that is meditation. That's why Titiksha is responsible for Samadhan. That means when you are having interest in something, when you are not deviating yourself from the other things, when you are stable, then only the solutions can start dawning. Okay. So if you have understood all this thing, then it's the time to know that how we can achieve all these things in our life. So to earn the Sham Sampatti, Kriya Yoga should be followed. So all the yoga asanas you are doing, Sudarshan Kriya we are doing, everything we are doing to collect the Sham Sampatti. Okay, Sham can only happen from the Kriya Yoga. You cannot achieve Sham from any other thing. You have to because you have to get your focus back. You have to focus on something. Yes, psychologists do advise Upparati as a mode, like to listen to music or to get their interest back, write diary or do something interesting, because they target this thing. With the Upparati, you will be achieving Sham, but that is short-lived thing. To really get Sham in real, you have to do the sadhana. So when you are doing the Kriya Yoga part, that means focusing on the breath, everything which we have learned so far, that gives you the Sham Gun, Sham Sampatti. Jnana Yoga gives you Dam Sampatti. So after Sham, after Kriya, when you listen to the knowledge sheets, when you are listening to the knowledge series, that's where you get the Dam Sampatti. Okay. Now, after that, if you are not doing Seva, Seva is difficult thing to do because Seva needs Titiksha. You need to have this ability to bear all these things. You have to bear the eighth and the first house, uncertainties, failures, and like you do not know what will happen, how much it will happen. Also, you are always concerned about your own identity. Both these things can be balanced by doing constant seva. Titiksha you can earn by following the karma yoga, that get yourself focused on the karma again. So when you focus on the karma, you are balancing the Mars, you are getting the Sham again, and uh, when you are focusing or balancing the Mars, and from Mars you are getting the Titiksha. That's why if you are not doing Seva, then you won't be able to grow more. Titiksha will not be there. To earn Titiksha, you have to do Seva. And you have to keep doing, increasing the Seva day by day or like turn by turn. First, like small Seva, then bigger Seva, then bigger Seva to achieve the Titiksha. When someone asks Gurudev for how long I have to take courses or how long I have to do Seva, so he said, till the time you stop, till that time it becomes your own quality. Because till the time you are the doer, the identity is there, public people's opinion is there, it is not going in your nature. That's where you have to keep doing the seva. That's the only way. And just focus on the work which you want to do. That's it. The karma yoga, when you follow in the seva, from that only you achieve titiksha in the life. Now uparati, to have the uparati, you have to follow bhakti yoga. devotion and going into satsang. So when you are having the devotional satsang, when you are having connection with the divine, that's where you achieve the uparati. Because when you are having the interest in the ananta, the uh, divine, which is not up, like it is not as pratyaksh as the other things. So if you can drive the interest to that, your interest will definitely come to the present moment, because the power or the energy which is at the present moment is the infinity, and praising that power, driving yourself to that power, that gives you the connection to the present moment, and that reflects in your life back. That's why bhakti yoga, when you follow, you achieve the uparati. And for shraddha and samadhan, both you have to do meditation, no other hack. So with dhyana yoga only you can achieve these. So these six sampattis can be achieved by following all the things which we are doing, and for achieving these six sampattis only we have come. From the soul level, this is the demand which soul wants to fulfill. Yeah, at the ego level, you want to have this car, you have to have this bungalow, the position, everything. But your soul wants to have these six sampattis so that it has that power to get liberated. The more strong these six sampattis are, the more strong uh, saint one becomes. Okay, all the big saints have all these six sampattis in abundance. And if you are doing regular sadhana, regularly listening to the knowledge sheets, knowledge, you are having sham and dam, when you are doing seva, right, following the proper karma yoga, not getting stuck into the identity, okay, or not getting stuck into the uncertainty or failures, keeping the hope, keeping the big identity. If you are doing the seva, karma yoga, you are doing titiksha, you are achieving, you are going to satsang regularly, sincerely, at least singing there, you are going towards the bhakti yoga and you will achieve the uparati. And finally, when you are doing meditation every day, samadhan and shraddha you are earning daily. So these six sampattis are what our soul wants to have, and to achieve all these things, this is the way. And when you achieve all these six sampattis, these planets will all these planets will definitely come to balance. You need not to worry about this part of your horoscope if you are focusing totally on these things. Kriya Yoga, Gyan Yoga, Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. All planets will come to balance. Nothing will bother you. Okay. Even the desires will be fulfilled before the desire arrives. This is a siddhi which can be achieved. But you have to focus on these yogas firmly. Doing Kriya Yoga, when you are doing asana, sadhana, do with the full focus. Gyan Yoga, be 100% there and listen with interest. Gyan Yoga. Okay. Bhakti Yoga, just merge yourself into the divine when you are doing satsang. Karma Yoga, when you are doing the seva, just focus on the seva and forget everything. What are you? What is your identity? What others are doing with you? What politics is there? Forget about everything. Focus on your work. You are doing that work. That's it. Nothing is there. Karma Yoga, you achieve titiksha. And Dhyana Yoga, by that you achieve Shraddha and Samadhi. Okay. So if you are following all this path, then this part of your horoscope will start balancing by itself. You need not to worry about this. Okay. So this is all about Shat-Sampatti. If you have any questions, you can ask. Any questions, or if you want to say anything, you're most welcome. Okay, someone has asked, as a student or someone who doesn't work, how can I do seva? Yeah, see, seva doesn't mean that you have, just make yourself available to anything which is required at that time. For example, okay, you cannot organize courses, so you can help others to organize it. Okay, in any way you can make yourself available for any good work, that is seva. And that's a challenging thing. You have to stick yourself to the work you are doing. If you are not sticking to the karma yoga, then you will not be achieving the titiksha in your life. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Niyati ji. Okay, someone has asked to balance on relationship, what to do nowadays. Yes, you need dam gun. Okay, and titiksha also. Balance relationship, both the things you want and you need, sorry, and to have both, you know what to do. Titiksha you can achieve by karma yoga, do more seva, and uh, yeah, have hope for the future, and do not restrict yourself with the what partner is saying about you. Do not limit yourself with what partner is blaming you. Like if someone is blaming your partner itself, if it he or she is blaming you for anything, just do not take it. Okay, like do not react to it. It's okay. Just make yourself beyond that. Okay, and have dam gun. Just don't be limited to all these things. Move higher. Have upurati. Go have some higher interest. You are beyond all these things. Remember that. Okay. So any questions, or we can wind up. Someone has asked, when sometime very unexpected thing happens, how should one act? Yes.
Uh,
Again, yes. For the unexpected things, again, it is the domain of eighth house. Eighth house. That means Titiksha is missing. Okay. Eighth house we can see from the Kal Purusha's chart. It is Scorpion sign and Aries sign. Both linked with. See wherever, yeah, like where you are. Most of your questions are related to Titiksha. Just notice this. So that means you need to have more titiksha, you need to earn more titiksha, and for that you need to earn sham. Okay, so do more kriya yoga, that will definitely help, and do more seva. So if like something has happened in your life, okay, unexpected thing happens, how should one act? It's okay, let it be. It is not the only thing in the life. There are much more things to come. Life is much bigger, and you are also much bigger and important than all these things. Remember that. Okay? You are beyond everything. If someone has deep shraddha but doesn't necessarily practice doing prayers, does it affect the Vishuddhi chakra? From prayers, I meant that Shraddha cannot be achieved by doing anything. Prayer is something which is the only thing when you cannot do anything. Okay, yeah. If you are already having Shraddha, that's it. Nothing. You need not to do anything. Okay, just do Dhyana Yoga. Okay, that's it. Meditation is enough. Is it possible to share the recording? Yes, definitely. I'll share this recording with you. Okay. Yes, Pooja ji, your question?
Jai Gurudev Bhaiya.
Very
I missed a bit of video because I went to the temple for doing seva for the course. So
okay.
it's a humble request to please share this.
I'll share.
And also you can share your number. It was wonderful session because I keep doing the regular. I mean, I repeat my advance every 3 months. So
Yes.
I found that, I mean, there were so many questions from past 10, 11 years now I've been doing it regularly.
Okay.
So it was really very beautifully explained. very scientifically, placed. So if it is possible, because I was attending from the mobile, so could not see the slides properly. So
Okay,
I would love to have it, I mean, if you can share the recording sessions and also your contact number, so that
definitely.
maybe for future we can connect.
I'll share the.
And one more thing, it's like, is it like, because as Gurudev says that every 3 months you should repeat the part two course,
Yes,
or at least nothing to by not less than once a year, bare minimum. Right. So what happens that I do it every 3 months, but sometimes I get that question that am I changing or I mean at times because with the life situation and all these that this quality of Shat-Sampatti you said, because life challenges are too much, and with me so there is maybe too much is there. So how to get that sense that yes, how to assess your own self development or the growth on this particular path.
you should not judge yourself, but you should be focusing on all the five yogas I have discussed. Okay, because
Mm-hmm.
the how much you
I
have
guess I've missed listening that, but then I know like Kriya and Seva, it's like thing. But then
just keep
definitely,
doing
please
what
share.
you are
Yeah, please
doing.
go ahead.
Okay, just keep
Hmm.
doing what
Hmm.
you are doing. That's the main thing.
Hmm.
Your
Hmm.
report card will be seen by the master, not by you. So don't judge your own growth. Okay, whatever your growth is
Many
there.
times you get disappointed with your own self कि
Hmm,
इतना सब कुछ कर रहे हैं फिर भी नहीं हो रहा है या
again,
पेशेंस में थोड़ा सा कमी आ रही है.
वापस देखो तो ये तितिक्षा ही है. Tidiksha actually both important. Tidiksha is the only thing which can decide either you are like a leap higher or you are still struggling. Okay. So you want to have every question which I have analyzed right now is all on Tidiksha, and that's where we all get stuck because when we are judging, we are identifying everything which has happened with ourselves. You are not that
Hmm.
who has experience, like you are that which has experience, but you are not the experience. Okay,
Hmm.
you are the one who
And
is
is it
the
also
experience.
coming to that? Oh, sorry. Yeah, please go ahead.
You are the one who is beyond the experiences. Okay, so don't be bothered by the experiences which you have collected. Whether you have grown or not grown, you are not growing anywhere. Who will grow? At the end, you cannot grow because you do not have any scope to grow at that end. So the more you identify yourself with
Hmm.
all the failures and all the success, that's where you are missing the titiksha. Okay. And that's why I told the two hacks, keep the hope that it will come. If you are feeling that I have not grown, then you will grow. Second hack is
Mm-hmm.
do not identify yourself with what you are right now. Okay. Yeah. You are beyond
Okay.
all.
So I guess is that so then? Because I believe that knowledge is blossoming very beautifully.
Hmm.
Is that so? That is the reason that we do face challenging situations so that we come out of that loop. That
Yes,
once we are settled with that
again and
titiksha, and
again,
that is why the challenges are coming up.
challenges are only making you whatever challenge you face in front of you while doing seva are related to two things. Your ego is being hurt every time. That means your identification is challenged. And second thing,
Hmm.
uncertainties are challenged. Okay, you are suddenly
Hmm.
given a big target, or you yourself take a big target which you do not have any idea how will I do it. Uncertainty.
Hmm.
Second thing is
Hmm.
while going through all that process, a grilling of ego occurs. Whatever good identity you have made about yourself, that is lost somewhere in that process. So this is
Hmm.
a way to achieve titiksha. For some time it will happen, but keep doing that thing. That's why focus is important. Now to have titiksha, you have to focus on the thing which you are doing. Okay, this is my
Hmm.
sankalpa. This is the work I have to do. Just focus on the work. Keep doing the
Hmm.
karma yoga again and again. With the karma yoga only you can be free from your identification. You have to do
Hmm.
till you become free from that doership. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And this is how we can say the wheel of Maya
Hmm.
get revealed because once you, because we are so much involved in the materialistic things. jobs, money, name, fame, social status, relationships, everything. These all are entanglement.
Hmm.
And that is the difference between the love and the moh. So is that, I mean, once we are just through with this titiksha and all,
Hmm.
and then I guess that's because then when you don't identify yourself with these things and you identify yourself with the big identity or the universal consciousness, then these things automatically, I mean, the detachment comes or dawns itself.
Yes.
Is that connected?
Yes, that's why you are like made to do seva. Otherwise, if these uh, in art of living, we are having all these 5 yogas which we are practicing. We practice Kriya Yoga every day, Jnana Yoga every day, Dhyan Yoga and Bhakti Yoga we are also practicing. But Karma Yoga specifically is done when we are when we are doing the seva. Okay.
Shiva.
So, yeah, that's why seva is important because titiksha needs ego building. Okay, like it will happen. Your small identity will be dropped at that time, and you have to believe that you are not that which is there in front of you. Okay,
Mm.
both the things, your identity
Thank.
as well as the uncertainties, failures, everything will come, and you have to just get away from that. Okay, till you are identifying from that, you will
Mm.
have to do more so that one day you'll stop doing it. I'm not this. That's
Thank you so much. It was explained really very beautifully. And Nishchaji, please do share your number, please, on the chat box so that we can copy. Thank you so much, Jai Gurudev. Blessings, lots of blessings to you.
Thank you. Okay. So if you are on the group, then definitely the recording will be shared. Okay, if you are on the
I am
ancient
in the Brahma Muhurt Sadhana group here.
Brahma Muhurat Sadhana group,
और
okay,
ऋषि जी का ग्रुप है वो, वहां पे आया था ये लिंक.
अच्छा वहां पे आया था, वहां किसने भेजा?
हाँ.
पता नहीं। अच्छा उसके
हाँ,
नीचे
नहीं,
एक और
अच्छा
लिंक
है जिसने भेजा तो.
के उस पूरे मैसेज में एक नीचे ग्रुप का लिंक और होगा, उसके अंदर आ जाएगा। ठीक है।
Okay,
हाँ,
I'll check, sure.
ओके जी, जय गुरु।